Hi friends, welcome back to Complete Medical Coding, a complete learning channel. In the last class, I had discussed that I'll be moving to the cardiovascular system, the 3 series, 30,000 series in the next episode. But today, I'll be moving with some practice questions for the chapters for the topics that I had already covered. So it will make easy for you to learn and it will create a confidence to you. For those, especially for those who are appearing for the exams. So friends, if you are new to this channel, please support me and please subscribe to my channel. Let's move on to the questions. So here are some mock questions that I'll be discussing, and this is 10,000 series. These questions are related to integumentary system. 10,000 series is integumentary system. Okay. So let's check one by one questions. So the first question, this is quite a simple question. Which option below would be the appropriate way to report removal of 30 skin tags? So these are the 4 options that's given. For examination, anyway, it will be MCQs, multiple choice questions only. So it will be easy for you. But all answers look similar in that you have to find the perfect answer. For that, you have to go to each and every code from the code book. Each and every options you have to go. So let's move on to search the first option, 11201. Okay. I'll just show you how to use the CPT book. So here in this question, the first option, let's move on to the first option code 11201. But see here, 11201 is an add-on code for each additional 10 lesions. So this will not be the primary code. And this is additional 10 lesion. So it will be then the previous one, 11200. Removal of skin tags, multiple fibrocutaneous tags in area up to 15 lesions. So here 11200 represents up to 15 lesions. So up to 15 lesions we will code this one, and for the next 10 lesion, additional 10 lesion, we will code 201. So 15 plus 10, we got 25. Now we have 5 more. Our question is 30 skin tags. So now 25. Then again additional 10 lesion we have to code. Each additional 10 lesion or part of. So there will be 11201 2 times. So 11201 into 2. 11200 and 11201 into 2. So option C will be the answer. Correct answer. Now second question. A 4-year-old presents with an upper arm abscess in the subcutaneous tissue. An incision and drainage technique is performed. Pus is expressed and dry gauze dressing is applied. What will be the procedure code? So these are the 4 options, and this is also a simple question. And you will go to the options, you will be getting the answers. Let's check one by one. Now for this question, this is a direct question. So let's move directly to the first option, 10060. See, if we will take this code 10060, incision and drainage of abscess, example carbuncle, separative hidradenitis, cutaneous or subcutaneous abscess, cyst furuncular, parenchyma, simple or single. In our question, it's mentioned on the last line, pus is expressed and dry gauze dressing is applied. So it means just dressing is applied. So it means it is a simple procedure. And then on the first line, it's mentioned upper arm abscess in the subcutaneous tissue. So it means it's an abscess. So here it's mentioned IND of abscess. In the bracket also it's mentioned abscess. So answer will be this one. Still, just go through the, if you are sure that option A is the correct answer, still you need to check with the other options as well. What is 10061 option B? Complicated. So in the question, nothing is mentioned as complicated, or no procedure is done as complicated. So it will not be the answer. Now, third one is 23930. As you know, this is integumentary system, 10,000 series. This will not be the answer because starting 2 code will be musculoskeletal system. Where question format will be also like that. So don't worry. Now option D, 10180. What is 10180? 10180 is incision and drainage complex post-operative wound infection. So this is post-operative. So that's also not the answer. So the correct answer is option A, 10060. Now moving on to the third question. Mohs surgery is to be performed on a 56-year-old with basal cell carcinoma on the neck. The gross tumor is completely excised. Tissue is divided into 2 tissue blocks which are mapped and color-coded at their margins. Frozen sectioning is performed. A full-thickness graft is used to harvest skin from the patient's left axillae for an area of 5 square centimeter. What will be the appropriate CPT codes? So these are the options. And let's check one by one. Now, for this question, for the first option, if you can see, the first code is not related to integumentary system 26115, that is musculoskeletal system. Still, we will check. Just go to the second code, 15260, because that belongs to that code, that is 10,000 series code. So let's move directly to that code, 15260, which represents the grafting. Full thickness graft, free, including direct closure of donor site, nose, ears, eyelids, and lips. 20 square centimeter or less. Here we have only 5 square centimeter. So that is correct. But the area we have to be careful. On our question, the area is on the neck. Basal cell carcinoma on the neck. Neck, and then last sentence also it's written. Patient's left axillae. Full thickness graft is used to harvest the skin from the patient's left axillae. So left axillae is the area. So here axillae is not there. So that will not be the option answer. Now if you go to B, 15240 code is mentioned. So let's check 15240. It's here itself. Full thickness graft, free including. See here it's written neck axillae. So this will be the answer. The second code 15240. Because axillae is mentioned, and check the size also 20 square centimeter or less. So the size is also correct. So axillae. Now we have to check we have to add the tissue block code. We have added full thickness graft code. Now tissue block code needs to be added. So tissue blocks will be, okay, let's move to this same code 11600. Let's take check what is 11600 for the option B, because 15240 is correct. Now let's take 11600. If you take 11600, this represents excision. So here it's not excision. So that is not the answer. We need to check the tissue block code. So we will go to the option C. Option C, which is 17311. Let's take 17311. See, this is the tissue block code. Mohs micrographic technique, including removal of all gross tumor, etc., etc., up to 5 tissue blocks. Our number of tissue blocks in the question is 2 only. So this will be the code 17311 and 15240. What is option D? 17313. 313 is no 3, because option D 15260 is there. So that will not be the answer. Our answer is 15240 and 17311. So answer will be Option C. Correct answer is option C. Now, fourth question. A 11-year-old female presents to the doctor's office with 2 dark lesions and a skin tag on her back. The 2 lesions on her right upper back are punch biopsied. The skin tag on her back is removed by electrocauterization. What is the procedure code? So here there are 2 procedures done. Punch biopsy and skin tag removal. So let's check one by one the options from the CPT code book. So here in this question, we have 2 procedure which is done. The first one is biopsy, punch biopsy, and the second one is skin tag removal. So let's move to the first option, 11106. What is 11106? 11106 is incisional biopsy. But our question is punch biopsy. So this is not the option. Now move to option B, 11104. Yes, 11104 is punch biopsy of skin, single lesion. But in our question, we have 2 lesions. 2 lesions on the right upper back are punch biopsied. So this is the first single lesion and the additional lesion. See each separate or additional lesion. We will code it as 11105. So 11104, 11105, and then what is this third code which is mentioned? 11200. What is 11200? 11200. It's here. Removal of skin tags. Multiple up to and including 15 lesions. So 11200 is removal of skin tags. So our question is also removal of skin tags. So we will use this code. And we'll put the here 59 modifier is also mentioned. So 59 modifier means distinct procedural service. I think I had not mentioned 59 modifier when I had taken the modifier class. So I apologize for that. So I don't know how I skipped it. So 59, just noted 59 modifier means it's a distinct procedural service. It means on the same date of service, 2 separate procedures are being done on the same date of service by the same doctor, same physician. Then we will code it as, we will add the modifier 59. So here 2 separate procedure is being done. One is biopsy and then the other one is skin tag removal. So we will put the modifier, add the modifier 59. So option B will be the answer, correct answer. Now moving on to the next question. Don't be scared seeing this such type of big question. Okay, you will get to know. Just understand what is the procedure as I had mentioned earlier. Just understand what is the procedure that is being done and what are the procedures that needs to be reported. The remaining will be full stories. So let's move on to the question. Patient presents to the operating room with a biopsy-proven squamous cell carcinoma of the left ankle. A decision was made to remove the lesion and apply a split-thickness skin graft on the site. So here a split-thickness procedure is done. The lesion was excised and documented as measuring 2.4 centimeter with margins. Using the Paget dermatome, the surgeon harvested a split-thickness skin graft from the left thigh, which was meshed 1.5 into 1 and then inserted into the ankle wound using a skin stapler. Xeroform bolster was then placed on the skin graft using Xeroform and 4-0 nylon, and the lower extremity was wrapped with bulky cast padding and double ace wrap. The skin graft donor site was dressed with opicite. The surgeon noted the skin graft measured 6.25 square centimeter in total. What CPT codes are reported? So here all those terms which had mentioned in between, Paget dermatome, Xeroform, opicite, all those are just for making you confused. All those medical terms. Because nowadays, not only the medical students or not only the degree, science degree, life science degree, or whatever it is, the background. Many are doing medical coding procedures. So for them, they might not be knowing all these medical terminologies. So don't be scared seeing all those words. They are just mentioning it. We have to look into what are the procedures that the surgeon is being done. The doctor is done. So here split thickness skin graft is done from the left thigh. And then it is dressed with dressing was done. So let's move on to each and every options. Then you will come to know more about it. Let's move to the first option. So for this question, let's move to the first option, 15100. So in this question, also there are two procedures done. It's mentioned on the initially it's mentioned a decision was made to remove the lesion and apply a split thickness skin graft on the site. The lesion was excised and documented, measuring 2.4 centimeter with the margins. So here the physician has done split thickness graft, and then lesion, that lesion was excised. It means excision is also done. So there will be two codes for this question. So let's move on to the first option, 15100, which means split thickness autograft. Trunk, arms, legs, first 100 square centimeter. Here it's 6.25 square centimeter. The surgeon noted skin graft measured is 6.25 square centimeter. So measurement is correct. And then left ankle is the area. Here also trunk. So ankle, it's already here. The area is also mentioned. The area is also correct, and then the size is also correct. So we will code this one as the first code, 15100. Now for excision also we need to code. So option B will not be the answer because we need to code for excision also. So let's move to the second code under option A, 11603. 11603. 11603 is here. See, excision. Excise diameter 2.123 centimeter. I hope it's visible to you. So our centimeter is 2.4 centimeter. Excision centimeter is 2.4. So this will be the code for the excision, 11603. And then modifier 51 is being added because multiple procedure is done for the same lesion. Under the same procedure, same area, multiple procedure is being done. Grafting and excision. So we will use the modifier 51. So option A is the answer. No need to check the other options because 15100 is the option for split thickness graft, which is there in option A and B only. And in option B, there is no excision code. So option A is the final answer, correct answer. So friends, these are some of the questions, practice questions. So I hope these are useful for you. I believe these questions are useful for you. So once we finish all the chapters from CPT and ICD, we will be combining it, and you will be getting more practice questions. I'll be explaining more questions. So friends, thank you so much. That's all for today. And let's move on to the next episode. I'll be taking cardiovascular in the next session. So thank you so much, friends. Thank you for supporting me. Bye.